Hi everyone, it's me again. I'm dressed. I know I managed to get dressed today. I've done well, and I actually managed to go out today as well, which was, so yeah, I've done brilliantly today. If I don't say so myself, I think I've done really well. And obviously we know that the book dropped today, but I'm not going to go on to Amazon and have a look at the I'm going to try and see if I can avoid doing that, because I tend to get disappointed if I look at that and see that nothing's happened. So yeah, I'm going to try and avoid doing that. As I say, I can go on and have a look and see. It's like a graph that goes up and down, and I can actually see how much it's went up, and I can actually see where it's in all the different categories that I've got my book placed. But I am going to try and avoid doing that if I can, because as I say, just when you expectation leads to a lot of disappointment. And I think if you can, I know it's not an easy thing to do, but I think if you can, you should just really leave it in the hands of your universe, if that's possible, and just we're in autumn season here. Well, I don't know, we are supposed to be in autumn season here in the UK, not in Scotland though. I mean, Scotland just has like 365 days of winter. I'm only kidding, no, it doesn't, but we didn't really have a great summer this year. Go figure. Don't want to start digressing this early in the video. And now I've lost my train of thought already. I have lost my train of thought already. Yeah, no, I know where I am. Right, so, yeah, expectation leads to a lot of disappointment, and we are in autumn season here in the UK, and autumn, or fall as you call it in the States, is about when the trees let go of their leaves. And I think if you can, you should just surrender and let go, and if it's going to happen, it'll happen, and if it doesn't, it doesn't, and you will still survive no matter what. You will always survive no matter what it is you want it. I think if you cling to things so desperately because you really want them to happen, and they don't happen, then you're just and then you get down and you get hacked off and you get depressed, and it's just I know it's I'm like I'm saying it as if it's an easy thing to achieve, and it's not. It's really not, and a lot of these things obviously take a great deal of practice. I think a lot of it is trying to live mindfully and just living in the moment and enjoying life for what it is at any given moment, which I don't think we do. I think we spend too much of our time rushing about, and we miss all the tiniest bits of moments that those ones are the precious ones. We just spend this world is so fast paced. It's so very fast paced now. Everything's done at 100 miles an hour. But anyway, I am going off at tangents, which you've been here long enough. If you've been here for some time, you know that I do go off at tangents. So yeah, the book dropped today. I posted a short earlier on, which was just to give you a little slight nudge. to remind you that it did go on sale today. Actually, the poem Warriors, I think, is quite relevant to the subject matter that is in the book, but I didn't put it in the book. I don't know why I didn't put it in the book. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Something came up there with my Avast, so maybe it was a good thing it blocked out my face for a couple of seconds. Maybe it was a good thing. So yeah, Warriors is not in the book, but I thought it was a good poem to post because it is relevant to the subject matter in the book. And I've just done some trauma-informed yoga, which is what I do to try. But I know that doing that is obviously it's not enough to heal me. I do know that. But sometimes when I feel my head's getting a bit messy, and I start overthinking things too much, then I know that I need to go and do my trauma-informed yoga, and it does really help me immensely. But if anybody, if there's anybody out there who has been through, I know there's millions who have done things that have helped them, maybe if you could drop a comment below and something new for me to try. But a lot of it for me as well is just finding the time, because a lot of my time is taken up with my writing. So yeah, a lot of it is taken up with my writing, and my main platform is WordPress, which does take up a huge big part of my time. But I like WordPress and I'm comfortable on WordPress, and the people on WordPress are so loving and supportive, and they've helped me immensely with sharing the link and supporting me on this this the release of this book. So I am immensely grateful to my fellow writers on WordPress. I am watching the clock because I really don't want to overrun this video, because I know I already gave you a video today. But I was looking at the shortlist. Of the poems that I was going to put in the new collection, and I had a short list of probably maybe 100, and it was quite a job to narrow them down, I have to say. It was quite a job to narrow them down, and hopefully I've put the correct ones in. But I wanted to come on and share this one, and I also wanted to, maybe this might be a long video, I don't know. So I am trying to set up another blog website which will be specifically for people that have been through the same thing as I have. I remember when I was trying to set up WordPress, and I've been on WordPress 2 years this November, and yeah, it was I'm not a technophobe, but yeah, it was like a Chinese puzzle, and I'm trying to do the same with this one. It's a free website, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, but I'll get there. I will. I've done a post on it already. I put a post on it. I'm just trying to fill in all the bits, like the about me, and put different sections in. But I am on quite a few platforms, and when I get tired, and like exhausted, tired, that's when my mood tends to go down quite a lot. So I'm sorry, my nose is going to start running any second now, and I do not have a handkerchief because this is my spare bedroom and it tends to be quite cold in here. It does tend to be quite cold. I should know to bring a handkerchief. Yeah, I don't want to spread myself too thin, so for this website that I'm trying to set up, I probably will only post on it maybe once or twice a week, and it will be either poems that have been in other collections, poems to inspire and to let you know that there is hope, or as I said yesterday in the video I posted yesterday, perhaps a little more about my personal story. But as I say, I don't want to spread myself too thin and get to the point where I am, because that's what I normally do. You know, chronic fatigue is such an unpredictable illness, and it's just there isn't a great deal of rhyme or reason to it. It's nothing to do with sleep, it's nothing to do with diet, it's nothing to do with anything like that. It's just a very unpredictable illness. But as I keep repeating myself, I don't manage it very well. I just, if I'm having a good day like today, I just roll with it. So I don't want to spread myself too thin. I don't want to exhaust myself. So I probably will just use that platform, post on it maybe once or twice a week, and I will post the link for it in with the other links I do have on here. And this was meant to be a really quick video, and I'm running on here. So as I say, I was doing my trauma informed yoga and thought, you know what, I'm just going to do a quick pop on, and I was wanting to read one of the poems that was in the shortlist. It was in the shortlist that was going to go in the new book, and then I changed my mind. And this poem is called Cruel Words. And as I say, if anybody has any other things that they think, I know there's 1,000,001 things out there to help you if you've been to abuse and trauma, but a lot of it for me is, sticking to a routine and finding the time to do it as well, but if you want, you can drop, anything and that you might think's relevant to me. So this poem's called Cruel Words. A tongue has no blade, but it can cut a heart open. Cruel words spoken pierce the softest flesh. Like a mirror broken, the pieces scatter now in shreds. But you are not the one with venom on your lips or acrid breath. Words cannot multiply without love or light. They will die. So bury them in the past. In the dark, let them rot and wither. Then watch as the snake slithers away, gone forever. So, so much for this being a short video. As I say, I know I was on yesterday and I wasn't dressed, and then I've done a short today, so I probably will give it a rest. I probably will give it a rest until maybe Friday. We'll see how we go. But I also like to pop things in the I don't know if you've seen the community section, so I like to pop things in there which are like maybe motivational or, you know, empowering or inspiring, stuff like that. So if you're new here, please always also check out the community section of my channel and drop a like or a comment. As always, thanks for being here. Thanks for your comments, your likes, and for watching. And as I say, the book did drop today, and we can only hope that I hope that it does well. It's important for me that it does well, but not from the point of view that, you know, not from the point of view that I want to be like, you know, my name in lights or any crap like that. Although I do keep saying that I would like to sign copies of my books in Waterstones, and I really would love to do that. I really would love to do that. But as far as the money aspect goes, no. There's so many things in life that money, you know, people put too much emphasis on money, and I'm digressing, and it's nearly 17 minutes, because once I get an audience, yeah, because I live on my own, so most of the time I talk to the walls, you know, and the walls don't answer me back. So I'll see you all soon, and have a good week. Bye for now.